There we go. All right.
Jimmy Hitchcock invited you like Black Community Reconstruction. You remember Jimmy Hitchcock?
No.
He's played for the Vikings.
James?
No.
Timothy?
I can see myself on my phone.
Oh my God, Greg. You're the coolest guy I've ever met.
I know. I keep reminding you.
You're so fucking cool, man.
You're something else, Greg.
You stop. You're something.
I am.
You are something.
I'm something else.
You're getting married in a week.
Yeah, let's go.
1 week from right now.
Can't wait. Just pumped.
You think Corona's going to affect it at all?
No. Is that even real?
I don't think so.
What if
it'll still be here for a little bit longer.
As real as Gerbschmidt.
Oh, God.
You're not wrong.
Here we go.
All right. You guys ready to go?
Sure.
Sure, right.
All right. Let's kick this off.
Border battle.
Din-a-din-din-a-din.
What do you get when you put two Minnesotans and a guy from Wisconsin together? Twist. The Weekend Sports Talk. Get ready for some sports chatter where there's sure laughing, arguing, and maybe even crying. Now, here are your hosts, Mike Reese, Matt Benz, and Greg Green Bay Bauman.
Let's go!
Bring it.
Doo-doo! Welcome in, Twist Nation.
Go Pack.
Do you smell that?
Episode 39.
It's week 1.
Daryl Strawberry.
Nice.
Daryl Strawberry.
How about that? Number 39 for the Yankees.
Also played for the St. Paul Saints.
He did play for the Saints.
Straight up or chocolate-covered strawberries?
Well, either. Depends on if I'm in the bed with a lady or not.
I like chocolate-covered cherries is my favorite. I don't like chocolate.
Oh, I only like cherry candy.
You're 5-year-old.
Yeah, as you were eating candy out of my bag on the way up here.
The Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, they're the bomb. I got the big pack, too. I even let Green Bay Greg have a bite.
Yeah, and the funny thing was I grabbed yellow and green ones.
Yeah, right over there, bud.
He's so amped up right now.
Oh,
He
he's
doesn't know what to
choked up.
I'm fired.
Oh, well, thank you for tuning in on Twist Facebook page.
do. Yeah.
RTFSportsNetwork.com. Did you guys hear we're going over a rebranding there?
Yeah.
All Access Sports Network.
AASN.
Yeah.
I heard something about it.
The new 4-letter network.
Do you think it's not?
So that'll be premiering in October.
Yeah.
Domain's already bought. AllAccessSportsNetwork.com. You can already go to the Facebook page.
I love it.
All Access Sports. The @ you can add it at All Access SN on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Where can they find you on Twitter?
At Twist Benz.
Greg?
Twist.
You're going to have to look
GBG.
real hard for...
Yeah. You can find me at Twist Host Mike.
You're going to have to look real hard for Greg, but he's on there somewhere.
Every now and again I'll see so-and-so's following you.
Have
My
you
first
ever
thought is,
tweeted?
why?
Have you ever tweeted from that yet?
No, he doesn't.
I've tweeted a few things.
Retweeted or tweeted?
Mostly retweeted.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a retweeter.
Most of the time it's retweeting stuff that our next guest is.
Yeah, so we do have an interview lined up. It is the Dave Sinykin. He's the host of Packer Preview on KFAN 100.3 FM. And for all of you that watch from Wisconsin or nationally, you can download the iHeartRadio app. Go to KFAN, and you can get the Packer Preview if you're a Green Bay Packer fan like Dave and Green Bay Greg over here. Or if you just like good sports talk, he had a show that was on earlier today called In the Zone with Trent Tucker, former Gopher and NBA All-Star.
Brilliant.
All episodes are podcastable.
Yeah, as they should be.
You can find Dave Sinykin on Twitter at TC Head Cheese. And his website, I believe, is at theheadcheese.com. You got a T-shirt that you got from him.
Yep.
Wow.
Actually, I just wore it the other day.
Good for you, Greg.
Cool. Tevin, we got him lined up.
I just realized you never gave me his phone number. So text that to me and we'll get him going.
Here we go.
Unbelievable.
Oh, man.
You're right. I didn't.
So, yeah, like Greg had said pre-show, while we get this lined up, I am getting married a week from today.
Week from today.
How wild is that?
I know.
I thought I would the only time I'd ever get married is probably in prison.
Oh, Tevin texted me it too. I got my phone on silent, man. We're live.
It's funny because it was a year and a half ago that
Yeah.
you proposed.
Was it that long?
Well, it was on my birthday when we were going to the Timberwolves game.
Yeah.
When you had just bought the ring.
Oh, wow.
So I remember you showing us the ring.
Sure.
So
That was the faker.
that was the staging ring.
Yeah, the staging ring.
Yeah, and then you guys went on.
Oh, the staging ring. I forgot
brilliant.
about that.
Yeah. I think I'm going to pick out my own girl's ring. You're crazy.
So we're in Northeast Minneapolis right now. We're coming live to you on NBC Studios.
Yeah. With our producer,
Yeah, if you got your own show,
Tevin Pittman.
trying to get into this studio here, Tevin, where can they go? What's the website?
They can go to NBCmulticast.com. Otherwise, hit us up on Facebook at NBC Studios, Instagram, all that good stuff. And anybody that wants to rent from us, we appreciate it. We're trying to make magic.
yes, sir.
Love that.
Yeah.
God, you are just uglier than hell today, Greg.
I'm looking good.
You look like shit.
I look great.
I can't wait to watch the game with you tomorrow, though.
Oh, it's
I tell you what, those chairs you saw me getting for my parents, one of those is for you. You don't get
No,
you don't get a comfy chair.
I get the couch.
No, you don't.
Why would Mike? Okay, have you ever watched a Viking game? With
Yeah.
Mike?
We're standing up.
He doesn't
We're
sit
in
down.
it.
I don't
We're
sit
getting
down.
in it. We're
I don't
pacing.
sit down.
We're yelling.
Like I tell people,
Your neighbors are going to be pissed.
Oh, I don't care.
Like I tell people, one of the greatest joys of my life is watching Viking games with Mike because he literally. I mean,
Talking to the microphone. Move your microphone.
love
to
it.
Something.
it's just there's just a ridiculous amount of yelling.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and you're gonna
it's-
get Benzie. Then you're gonna get Steen too.
Yeah.
God, I gotta deal with him.
It's going to be great.
All right, guys, and then we do have Mr. Sinykin on the phone.
Dave.
Dave, how are you, sir?
Hey, what's up, gentlemen? How we doing?
We're
Fabulous.
good, man. What are you up to?
Oh, just chilling this afternoon, hanging out at home with the fam, and taking it easy, getting ready for a lot of TV watching tomorrow.
I was listening to you on 100.3 KFAN this morning on In the Zone. I can't believe Jackson's 17. When you said that, it's like I grow up with KFAN, so it's like as Commons kids are their voices change, and it's like, oh my God, I'm getting old. Like he's 17 years old. That's crazy
Yeah.
to me.
I know, it's funny because, I've been doing the show. This is my 25th year, and after my first 5 years, I had my grandma Dorothy on, and she was like in her 90s and this rabid Packer fan, and that was always really fun. And then when she passed, my brother's oldest son, Sammy was on with me for a number of years, and as he got older, I got the same response from people. Like, I can't believe nephew Sam is graduating from high school already. So, man, it just shows you how fast the years fly. Because I think Jackson joined me when he was about, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to believe, too. I don't have to look down at him anymore. He's pretty much my height.
That's awesome. So tomorrow's big game, huge game. Are you watching that from home, or are you going to go to a little border battle 6 feet apart shindig, or?
Yeah, no, I really do prefer watching the game at home. And because Jackson's such a rabid Viking fan, it's a lot of fun watching with him. So I got twins that are 15 that don't follow it quite as closely, but they're Packer fans, and you and my wife will watch. So it'll be a family affair tomorrow.
Nice.
Awesome.
My son's 9. I never gave him a choice. He's just a rabid Packer.
Yeah.
We drive past U.S. Bank Stadium, and I tell him that's where the world's largest toilet bowl is, and he tells everyone that's where they go eat crap.
Good one, Greg.
And
That's awesome.
He just goes around and tells
That's
everyone.
great.
Oh, man.
Love it.
Well, great. You just wasted a opportunity to ask him a question, Greg, talking about toilet bowls. So,
Man, it's awesome. So I'm really excited. Obviously, we got some breaking news that Delvin finally signed his extension. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it puts Aaron Jones' deal on the clock for sure.
Yeah.
It was not only Cook, but Kamara got his deal done today as well. So Aaron Jones is really the last unpaid running back from the 2017 class. And I don't know, everything you hear from Aaron Jones is that he's not going to make a big deal of it. But, I mean, we're all human beings. If I'm Aaron Jones, I'm saying, how close are we? What's going on? So, I mean, for all we know, they're pretty far down the line on a new deal. Nothing's been reported. But from our standpoint, I'm wondering where they are with the Jones contract and whether Aaron Jones is at all getting a little nervous or a little impatient. It's a deal the Vikings had to make. Obviously, they needed to commit to Dalvin Cook. This offense will revolve around him as long as he can stay on the field. And in light of all the question marks for the purple, and I could go on as long as you guys want about the question marks. Dalvin Cook should not be one, and his mental state was one. So that's one you can check off. He's paid, he's happy, and he should be ready to rumble on Sunday.
Is Jamal Williams the running back that's on the outside looking in there? I mean, Aaron Jones, you can't let him walk. You spent a second-round pick on A.J. Dillon. And Jamal Williams is talented, and I think they'll use him quite a bit this year, but there's no way they're going to go with 3 running backs moving forward, are they?
There's no way they sign both of them. I mean, if everything goes pear-shaped with Jones, Jamal Williams becomes, I guess, the consolation prize, but obviously he's nowhere near as dynamic as Aaron Jones. I think he's probably on the same level as a receiver and as a pass protector. It's interesting because Aaron Rodgers has gone on record this offseason really praising the way Jamal Williams came into camp in his 4th year, having asked his coaches, what should I work on? Apparently he did work really hard, and I guess you should. It's a contract year, but no, I think Williams is likely auditioning for another home, assuming the Packers and Jones come to a deal. And he's a talented back. He's just not going to get you real excited. And I do agree. I think he'll get his share of snaps on Sunday, his share of snaps throughout this season. I think they're going to work Dillon in, and he certainly will be a goal line back. But no, I don't think Jamal Williams fits into the long-term plans of the Pack.
That's what I was going to ask is, nothing I heard or read had anything to do, or said anything about Dillon being, the pass catcher out of the backfield. So do you think primarily he's going to be that red zone type back, at least starting off?
Yeah, I think starting off. I mean, who knows? Boston College just didn't ask him to catch the ball, so he might be rather talented at it, but he doesn't have a whole lot of experience. And I doubt with the weapons Green Bay has in the running game that they need to worry too much about A.J. Dillon catching the ball, barring injuries. If Jones and or Williams get hurt, suddenly everything changes. But, Dillon is built like Derrick Henry. He's just a big, big back that, runs hard. Virtually, I don't know, what I see, 70, 80% of the defenses he faced last year with BC were 8-man boxes. They had no passing game at all. He just had to face an entire defense looking right at him. And so he still was really productive, which tells you he's a beast. He's going to be a fun guy to watch, but as it is with a lot of rookies, we'll see how quickly they move into play. Obviously, if you're in Kansas City and you're the lead back, it's a different story. In Green Bay, A.J. Dillon doesn't need to be the workhorse, but at that size, and certainly as the weather turns cold, I could see him becoming a much bigger factor in the offense.
Now, we saw a lot of it last year, speaking of all this Green Bay running back game, how they kind of transitioned with LaFleur. He kind of transitioned the offense for Green Bay out of the talent through the air and more the ground and pound. Do you think that they'll continue that game plan this season?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think this is the San Francisco playbook. This is the Shanahan offense. We know how effective they are on the ground. Now, Green Bay has a more talented quarterback than San Francisco does. That's obvious. But that's what they want to do. They want to establish the run and run it 55, 57% of the time and wear down defenses. And then if that's working, then Aaron Rodgers can go to work and find the mismatches and work play action into it, confuse the defense. They're going to just run a lot of sets with the same personnel on the field and then move stuff around, and Rodgers could decide what he wants to do. I thought it was interesting to hear he's going to have a wristband on with the plays this year to get in and out of plays quicker, because that was a problem last year. And I think he'll be much more comfortable in this offense, but I also think he knows you can wear down a defense big time with an effective running game. Not only that, we all know it helps your defense out, gives them more time to catch their breath and stay fresh as the game goes on, and Green Bay's defense could certainly use that. So, yeah, I think so. I think this team is a run-first team with a Hall of Fame quarterback that can beat you through the air at any time.
I don't think there's a bigger Lazard fan than Matt Benz next to me. He basically drafted him in every fantasy team he's owned this year, but I've heard you all week kind of singing his praises. Why are you so high on him this year?
Yeah, I'm with Matt, and PA was having some fun. Like, who is this guy? And what does he mean? How can he be your number 2 receiver? I'm really bullish on this kid. I mean, obviously he's got all the measurables. He's a big receiver who runs routes well. Maybe the fact that I was at the Packer Lions game last Monday night, that was his coming out party, and that was the game where Jones had some drops. I don't think Adams played in that game. And Lazard really showed that he could get the confidence of Aaron Rodgers. He made plays. He made tough contested catches. The one issue I have with the Packers offense is they don't have at least a real proven speed element, and that's where the 49ers offense really eclipses Green Bay. And, maybe Marquez Valdes-Scantling, maybe Tyler Ervin, maybe things change. But in Lazard, you've got a guy that, is big enough to go up and get balls. He proved he could make tough catches in the red zone. And he's going to have lots of opportunities. I mean, you guys know that defenses are going to key on Devontae Adams. Not that Adams won't get his money and be productive. He will. But teams are going to look to take Devontae Adams out of play, and that's going to open things up for Lazard. I mean, the tight end position doesn't have proven receivers. As I said, with MVS and Equinemius St. Brown, you've got a couple of young guys that we all hope will take a big step forward. I think Lazard is ready. And, not even to mention, when you face defenses with that shutdown corner, they're just going to put on Adams and say, we'll let our second guy deal with Lazard. And I think he'll win a lot of matchups. And I love his opportunities on Sunday against whatever rookie corner they throw up against him. I just think Lazard, very productive at Iowa State, highly recruited kid out of high school. He's taken this opportunity and run with it. And I think he will be an above-average number 2 receiver in the NFL.
So we are talking a lot of positives right now about Green Bay. My stomach's starting to hurt a little bit.
I hear it rumbling.
I get the hype about Lazard. Believe me, I get that. But what I want to know from you, Dave, right now is what are 2 of your worries for the Pack tomorrow?
Well, it has to start at right tackle, right? I mean, Brian Bulaga is in L.A., and funny, he's questionable in week 1 with a hamstring. And Packer fans will just kind of chuckle. But that's a big question mark at right tackle with, Ricky Wagner's been hurt much of camp with an elbow. He's been practicing this week, and we think he will start. I think they would have preferred Billy Turner to start, who played right guard last year and was maybe mediocre at right guard. And they thought maybe he has the skills to be a tackle. He's out with a knee injury. There's a slight chance they'll shake up the line and move the left guard Elton Jenkins to right tackle, but he's never played there. And if he's got Yannick Ngakoue, even a Denebo on the other side, I'd be concerned with a guy that's had no reps at right tackle. So that's a concern spot for sure. If Danielle Hunter was out there, I'd be looking for all kind of ways to move Rodgers left throughout the day and keep away from that side of the ball. But maybe Ricky Wagner can step in and handle things, but that's what I'll be keyed on the first time Green Bay has the ball. Obviously, who's starting at right tackle and how effective can they be? Secondly, certainly the run defense was the undoing of Green Bay in the championship game against San Francisco. Both times they played them, they had no answers for the running game, and they really didn't address the running game. I was, you guys may have heard me talk about this, when they made the trade up in the first round to go ahead of Baltimore, I was sure it was to grab Patrick Queen.
So was Green Bay Greg.
So was I.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I was just chanting Queen, Queen, Queen.
Yep.
And I didn't get paid, obviously. And, and so they bring in Christian Kirksey to take over for Blake Martinez, who, by all accounts, it will be an upgrade in this Mike Patton defense if he can stay on the field. And that's the key question, right? He's played 7 games the last 2 years, but when he was good, when he was healthy, he was the Browns' captain. And when Patton was the coach, he was the captain of that defense. He'll be calling the signals, and I would think he'll be healthy tomorrow. But if he gets hurt, man, there's nothing left. So I'm really concerned about inside linebacker and the run defense. Kirksey's quicker, more physical, more athletic ability than Blake Martinez. So I think that's an upgrade. But next to him, former Gopher Kamal Martin blew his chance when he ripped up his knee. They've got Oren Burks, a third-year guy that has yet to prove he belongs. Ty Summer, a 7th-round pick. And they just activated today rookie Chris Barnes from the practice squad to that position because they're so thin. Barnes played at UCLA, 3-year starter. And what's kind of cool is he grew up with Jordan Love. They were like boyhood buddies, played high school ball together. And now he's getting a chance to not only make the team, but he's going to make the opening day roster. Maybe they throw him out there. I'm curious to see that middle level of Packers defense, and if we see improvement, because they'll certainly be tested, obviously, against the Vikings run game on Sunday.
What are your keys to victory for the Vikings to defeat your Packers?
For the Vikings to beat the Packers?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think they have to be effective on first down, because I think if Cousins faces second and long and third and long, the Vikings offensive line has no chance in those situations. If that very untested, unproven offensive line has to look across the line and see Zadarius Smith, Preston Smith, Kenny Clark, and Rashawn Gary. They're not winning too many of those battles, I don't believe. So if Cousins is not in the second and long and third and long, he's got shorter conversions to make. That'll help Minnesota keep moving the chains. Obviously, Dalvin Cook needs 20 touches. I'm sure he'll get it. He was effective in his one game against the Pack last year. So if Cook's moving the chains and making big runs and explosive plays, that was a big factor for Green Bay's defense last year. They gave up a lot of explosive plays, especially early in the year. If they're converting some big plays, whether it's on the ground or through the air, that'll be huge for the Vikes. And as far as Minnesota's defense, I mean, if those corners can step in and look like they belong and the stage isn't too bright and seeing a Hall of Fame quarterback on the other side doesn't scare them, I don't know if they'll both play. I'm assuming Gladney gets the first chance. But if it's Mike Hughes on one side, Holton Hill on the other, and Gladney in the slot, well, Rodgers is going to pick on Gladney and see if he can prove that he's ready for the action. If that guy's up to the challenge and makes some plays, makes things tougher for Rodgers, Minnesota certainly has a chance to win this first one.
Excellent.
My last question is, who the hell is going to be Aaron Rodgers' go-to at tight end? I haven't seen anything to show that one of the three guys is jumping out ahead of the other.
Your boy, Mercedes.
Well, that's just it. But yet, Toyn's getting all the love, and Jace, he's getting some love.
Yeah, my hunch is it's Robert Tonyan that gets the first chance. You know, we've seen him in fits and starts, really show some athletic ability. I still think about that sideline catch he made in Dallas. That looked like a guy, a top 5 tight end makes that kind of catch. But he's not stayed healthy, and Jimmy Graham, getting a lot of snaps last year, he didn't get a huge opportunity. I don't know that Jay Sternberger is ready yet to be a big factor in this offense. I'd like to think he is, and maybe they're kind of keeping that under wraps because we really gotten no word from the beat reporters because the Pack wouldn't give them a whole lot of leash to let us know how everybody was looking. But it doesn't sound like Sternberger's quite ready. And Mercedes Lewis, I think at his age, is really going to be kind of to be more of a blocker and maybe a red zone target. Rodgers does love him. But I said this to Charch. I'm in a guillotine league with Paul Charchi and the Fantasy Guru. And he didn't even have Tonyan in his available players to draft. And I said, it's 17 teams, so the pickings get slim really quick. And I got late in the draft. I said, Charch, there's a starting tight end in this league, not in your list of players. Robert Tonyan's going to start for Green Bay. So I actually drafted Sternberger and then cut him and put Tonyan on my roster because I think there is upside there. This is a guy that's trained in the offseason with George Kittle the last 2 years. They're good buddies. That tells you at least he's working hard. He's watching the best. And, it's a bit of a dice throw, but there is a scenario where Robert Tonyan emerges as maybe the best Packer tight end threat in the last 5 years. Now, that's not saying a lot because there hasn't been a lot there. But if he can stay healthy, another guy like Kirksey, if he can stay on the field, the opportunity is there. I think he gets the first shot against the Vikes on Sunday.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Dave Sinykin. You can find him at TC Head Cheese and therealheadcheese.com. Is that correct?
Theheadcheese.com.
Theheadcheese.com. Come on, Greg. You got the T-shirt from
I'm just saying. Or you can just follow me on Twitter. I retweet everything he does.
Oh my God, Green Bay Greg. Well, we appreciate having you on. Anything we talk Viking Packers. You're our go-to guy.
That's right.
Anytime, guys. Always enjoy it. So feel free to call whenever you want.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Dave. Have a good one, man.
Yeah, you too. Go Pack.
Nice.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, love it.
He just said you suck, Greg. I heard him. Right when he hung up.
No, he invited me over to spend the game.
Yeah, right. Jackson's allergic to you. You're too tall. His son would be scared.
Brilliant. Sinykin's practically my height.
Woo! Well, there we go.
Fired up.
I know.
We're one day away.
I'm
One
not gonna be
day
able to
away.
sleep tonight.
One day from right now, we're going to be knee deep in the game.
The nice thing about back in my drinking days is I would just get so lit tonight I'd have no issue sleeping.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna be able to.
Oh man.
This morning,
But the good thing about now is I'll be able to remember the game tomorrow. The whole thing.
Yeah.
Usually it's pregame at right when I wake up. Until I'm like blacked out
And then
before
you're
the
getting kicked out of whatever freaking
Oh,
football
yeah.
party you're at.
Yep.
The bars don't want them.
You need a nap before noon.
Oh yeah.
I do. I usually, there'd be a nap sometime in there. Well, let's kick off the show.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. We starting with the Saints game.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, let's
we
start
will
there.
get that playing.
So, I mean, but they treated us well. They did the best they could with, the COVID situation and everything, and made sure that we felt safe.
Yeah.
And got tested quite often. And, just let us really focus on baseball, which was huge for us.
Yeah, definitely. So a lot of the players that play with you guys, do they have other jobs, or is this their main?
No,
they're
with
just
our
focused on
schedule,
straight baseball?
they do in off season.
Sure.
But right now we don't have extra time to be able to have a part-time job. Especially me being from Florida, I can't really just come up here and grab another part-time job whenever I have to be at the field from about, say, noon till midnight. There's not really much we can do.
Sure.
Yeah.
So Matt, what's the grind like day to day? What's your short-term goals for what this?
I'm not Matt.
I mean, obviously, right now, I came late. I didn't show up until August 1st. That was my first day with the team.
Okay.
That just preparing at home and that kind of thing. But, obviously, team goals is a big thing that we're trying to get in. That we got to get that second place. I mean, first place is a bonus, but we're just trying to get in as far as, personally, day to day, whatever. I'm just out here preparing, trying to get my innings in, get my work done.
All right, let's cut that, Tevin.
Yeah, a little bit of interview action.
Yeah, so we talked about this before. We are part of the media now.
Yeah.
Official parts of the media. So we went on my birthday to the St. Paul Saints game. We were in the press box. We had it all to ourselves.
Yep.
It was pretty fantastic.
Press passes hanging,
Went down on the field, interviewed these guys on the field.
Yeah,
So-
it was sweet.
Yeah.
videotaping guys taking cuts in the cage.
Yeah, first time being part of the media, I thought it was great. We had talked about going back. There was only like a week left in the season.
Right.
But hopefully we will get the opportunity. We'll reach back out, try to get the press pass for next season and go a bunch of times. We went live from there. Tevin was even saying he checked out the live feed and have some more fun with it next year. But I was proud of Matt. He came lined up and ready with all these questions.
gonna
It's
say-
like, what the fuck?
Off the
Matt-
top of the dome.
Oh yeah.
Before we got there, Matt's like, I'm just gonna let you guys talk. I'll hold the recorder.
He was
And
going to
then-
be the photo guy.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden these guys come out and Matt is on fire.
Yeah.
It's one question after another. And
I know. Couldn't even get anything out.
Just a baller. That's how you can tell.
That's-
Kids at home, if you play ball, you play ball. All right.
So I had to start taking
It was
pictures
awesome.
and stuff. I know you were on fire, and then they had a great food spread.
Oh, great food.
The
spread.
jalapeno,
Nope,
pepper
nope,
jack
nope. It
broth.
was salad and lasagna.
Yeah.
It was salad and lasagna, and it was great. No, my best, what I liked the most, obviously the whole press thing was awesome, but sitting up in the press box, opening the windows, and then hearing actual fans, because there was
fans.
1,500 people in
Yeah.
attendance, and hearing them clap and hearing them chant, dude, you miss it.
Yeah, and all the mascots and all that, just
Yeah.
interacting with them.
It was cool. Even the mascot came up.
Yeah.
And Greg's trying to get a picture, and Matt and I are like, "Dude, we're media.
We're the press.
We're the press. We're not taking selfies with Madonna or whatever the hell. Mudana.
Yeah, one of the two.
the big pig.
All right, that was fun though.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we just wanted to share our
Yeah.
our experience at the Saints game. So
Beautiful.
media,
Love it.
good stuff.
Twist.
All right, and now it's time for Matt Benz to hit you with the topics of the week.
All right. Well, no Benz. Me.
Oh, I could have done it. It doesn't matter. Go ahead.
It's not your segment. You shut the hell up.
I love it.
All right, twist topic. So one that I didn't have that I added, we're going to move it right to the front.
Okay.
So we do have Boston in Miami in the conference finals, and it's looking most likely LA versus LA. I want to know who you guys see moving forward to the NBA finals.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'd bet against Miami with the way that they're playing, but I think it's just a matter of time before whichever team comes out of the East is going to lose to whichever LA team. Right now, I think you got to go with the Lakers because of the experience. Although Kawhi's not, nothing to, he's the claw is nothing. But I don't know. The
claw.
For some reason, I just have this really strong feeling that with the way AD's playing right now, he's not going to be denied his championship. for LeBron.
So who are your two teams and who's your winner?
Miami and LA Lakers, with the Lakers winning.
Okay.
See, for me, the Boston-Miami matchup is interesting just because of the coaching matchup. I mean, Eric Spoelstra, and then you got Brad Stevens, both elite coaches. So to see how they can adjust, throughout the game. But I'm going to go Boston. I'm going to pick the Bees, and then I'll go with the Lakers. What a finals. Celtics-Lakers. Who would have thought, dude? It's going to be lit.
And your winner?
Who's your winner?
Go ahead, Greg.
I already did mine.
Who's your winner?
I said Lakers.
You got to go with LeBron. It's tough.
So here's what
if he gets there, he's not going to not win.
So here's what I want. I want the Lakers, obviously.
Yeah.
That's my squad.
And you want Miami.
And I want Boston. I think a Boston Lakers finals, history behind it is.
Yeah.
I do think Boston's gonna win.
Yeah.
Or no, I don't.
Miami?
I think Miami will probably win. I think it's gonna be Miami Clippers.
Well, keep in mind that.
And I think the Clippers are gonna win. Watching the playoffs this year, and the Clippers by no means have just
been sharp.
They haven't.
No.
So that's kind of where. I don't know. It's going to be tough.
That's a good take. I like that take.
But if I had to bet right now, I'd probably say it's going to be Miami and the Clippers, with the Clippers winning.
Yeah.
But I want Boston, Lakers winning.
Yeah.
All right. So twist topic number 2. I just wanted to get that out there. I actually wrote that done last night. So
Beautiful.
Yeah. So Greg, what happened to the Milwaukee Bucks?
I was talking to Matt about this before it actually became official. I've never seen this in basketball before, where you can actually have a team that's built for the regular season and not the playoffs. When the best defensive player in the league and the best offensive player in the league are the same person, it leaves 4 extra spots on the court. And in the Bucks case, they sucked in the playoffs this year. Middleton, Bledsoe. I mean, honestly, if you had to ask me, I think the second best player on the Bucks in the playoffs was Brook Lopez. And he practically plays the same position. You had no shooting guards. And also, Giannis got exposed as someone who just can't shoot. So, what happened? They screwed the pooch.
I didn't think you could get uglier than Brook Lopez until you look at his brother Robin. God, they are just heinous 7-footers.
For me, the big thing with them and how they crumbled, a lot of it has to do with Giannis, and just when he gets into those situations, he shits the bed. Right?
Every time. Talk about a big toilet bowl.
All year long, he's just cool, calm, and collective, having fun, playing the game, and then all of a sudden, the pressure hits him. But not just that, I don't put it all on Giannis. I do put a lot of it on Budenholzer. How don't you adjust? How don't you keep your stars in when they're actually healthy to play? At the end of the game, when it counts, why? What are you doing?
Well, that's a lot of that had to do with if you watched the Bucks during the last regular season and this regular season, even before COVID.
Yeah.
Giannis is only playing 30 minutes a
34
night because they don't need him to. But what he should have done, I mean, what it is you get out to a quick lead and then you sit Giannis.
Right.
What he should have done was just
Thibodeau'd him. He should have Thibodeau'd him.
Played him throughout the game, regardless of the score, just to keep his legs fresh. Get him ready. Get him trained for 40 plus minutes.
You're going LeBron. You're coming out 2 minutes.
And he waved the white flag too. Giannis gave up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Brilliant.
He wasn't that hurt to where he couldn't have. Oh, I just can't do it. It's like this shit's over. I'm done.
And the thing helping him with the warm-ups.
And the thing is this isn't like Vikings, Packers, Timberwolves, Bucks. Like I like Giannis a lot. I think he's dope. Yeah. I'll never say that about anybody wearing that fucking helmet because I hate all of you, Greg.
Until they're in their 40s and they start wearing purple.
Yeah, then they can come on in. Come on down, Brett.
Beautiful thing. I love it.
So speaking of Giannis, with the Bucks loss, he is signed for 1 more year, correct?
Think it isn't?
Yeah.
So are they going to try and trade him? I mean, do you think he's going to stay ultimately?
Trade him.
Well, they gave him an extension, which there's no.
He declined.
Well, there's no reason for him to sign it because it's going to be
trade
the
him,
exact
Greg.
same. I don't think they're going to trade him. I think that what Giannis is saying is, what are you going to do for me in the offseason?
Sure. Chris Paul.
I think it's going to be Chris Paul. I think that Chris Paul will come play with him for 2 years. And Giannis will sign a short-term extension, do a LeBron type thing.
Yeah.
Where he'll do like a 3-year deal. He'll leave money on the table, but
I'll tell you right now.
What's so funny, Matt?
What's going to happen is, you know what I know? Giannis is going to have a ESPN special.
No.
He's going to sit down. He's going to say, I'm taking my talents to South Beach.
He can barely speak English. He's not having a special.
I taken my talents to South Beach.
There it
And
is.
he's going to play with Butler.
Keep in mind that Giannis's version of America is Milwaukee.
I did hear that, and yeah,
You
no,
know,
it's a good take.
So,
I understand that, Greg.
but I think that they're going to bring in Chris Paul. Remember, I was talking to you guys about this earlier. Is what team will Chris Paul go to?
Chris Paul ain't the fixer, though, Greg.
But he's a 2-year.
He ain't the fixer, though.
I like Bledsoe better.
Yeah, he ain't the fixer. Chris Paul ain't the fixer.
Bledsoe could not.
You need
shoot.
somebody else. You need somebody else.
And Chris
Greg.
Paul can rarely stay healthy.
Well, yeah. Well,
Do you get what I'm saying,
38
though?
years old.
If Giannis goes to I always liked Kevin Durant up until he went to Golden State.
Sure.
He's a bitch. You can't get bounced by a team and then
what
go
were you gonna
join
say?
them.
So you're going to say...
If Giannis goes to Miami, he's fucking dead to me.
I don't think he will.
Dead
That's
to
a
me.
great team for him.
It doesn't matter. You don't go to the team that beat you. If you're a competitor,
Yeah.
you stay where you're at and you fucking take them out.
So what about Favre coming to Minnesota?
He went to the Jets first. They fucked him.
So if he goes somewhere else, then goes to Miami.
It's a different sport.
All right.
It's completely different.
I like it, though.
Fuck you. Takeaways from Thursday Night Football. Football is back. It's back, Twist Nation. We got
love it.
football.
Matt, Mike is shaking the table right now.
I love it. Man, so I usually go to bed at about 3 p.m.
You do.
Okay? Stayed up.
You do.
Stayed up, watched it.
Wow.
First touchdown. Who scored the first touchdown? Not for the Chiefs. For the Chiefs. Who scored the first touchdown?
Kelsey. My boy.
Money.
My
That
boy.
connection in my auction league.
Yeah, and here.
And
Your
here.
Twist team.
It's just a great. I love it. Clyde. He's the real deal.
Dynasty.
Tell me he's not the real deal.
Love him. I was giving Steen a hell of a time. Said you passed. He went Eckler at 12.
Yeah.
And then Hopkins.
Does he still have Eckler?
Yeah.
Oh, that was in a different league.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
But yeah.
That's
Edward
brilliant.
Hilaire fell down to BB.
Clyde
and-
Edwards Cream Hilaire. Yeah. Eclair.
I don't like the nickname. Just call him CEH. It doesn't roll off the tongue like CMC.
No, it doesn't, but it's better. I mean, Clyde Edwards Hilaire.
You know why he has a hyphen?
He sounds like a white guy that works
Yeah.
for IBM.
Yeah, I mean, just call him Clyde. There's no other Clyde. in
Clyde the
league.
Drive Drexler.
No, there is.
Remember Clyde?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's Clyde the Glide, not Drive.
The Drive.
Clyde the Glide.
Oh my
He
God.
drove on them.
So my takeaways, number one, it was great to have football back.
Yeah.
I thought, I was looking for it to be, is it going to be sloppy? I thought it was more the weather that made it sloppy than the actual them playing.
Sure.
It was different. It didn't have the same feel to me.
Sure.
I mean, it was still football. I get it, but it's just like everything this virus has done, it just takes away a little more. And it's just, it's still football, yes, but it was different to me. But I had my boy David Johnson got me a touchdown. Kelsey got me a touchdown.
There you go.
So it was a good day fantasy-wise for me. I was
That's all that
happy.
matters.
Deshaun Watson had a rushing touchdown.
Barely. He needed it.
Yeah, I needed it because
Yeah,
I got
he
him in the
needed
twist team.
Yeah.
So needed that shit.
Good.
All right. So speaking, kind of the difference of play, the Kansas City fans booed the Chiefs. They stood in unity. The NBA's been super down on viewership. So is the loss of viewers in sports a trend or a mirage? Greg.
I think it's a temporary mirage. I think that people are gonna, now that things are kind of slowly coming back to normal, people are gonna start to get back in their routine. This is the time of the year when kids go back to school. When weather starts getting bad, you don't have as many options in most of the state because there's not as much to do outside just because of the weather. So what are people gonna find themselves doing? You're gonna find yourself on a Sunday afternoon, and you're only going to hate football for so long before you realize that that's what you've been doing your whole life, is watching football on Sundays.
Hey, your dad is watching. He said he tuned in just in time for me to say fuck.
Brilliant.
All right. Hey, Chief.
Now, I think it's a trend. And the reason why I think it's a trend is because you're going to get diehards that love football, which, I mean, us, that could give a shit about what stances are taken during the game.
Yeah.
And we're going to watch it because it's football.
Yep.
And then you're going to get the other people who could care less about it, and now they're the ones that are making the big stink about it and not watching it anymore. That's fine. It's going to trim back, but I do believe that there are going to be many people that don't come back and watch it.
Yeah, I think they're okay with losing 10% of their viewers to support their players.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I think that's fine. I don't think the standing in, the 50-yard line, holding hands is going to be a thing that happens every year. I think it's important to do it this year.
Sure.
And to show that unity and that, we're not divided, we're together.
Yeah.
But I also don't think this, you're not going to see Black Lives Matters on the NBA courts next year. I don't. And if they want to, that's fine. I'm not tuning away.
Right.
Yeah.
We're hosts of a fucking sports show.
Yeah.
I don't
want sports.
I don't care if they have a Black Lives Matter mascot running around fucking throwing Black Lives Matter t-shirts into the stands. I don't care. I just want sports.
Exactly.
Which rookie running back will have the best season?
It's hard to go against Hilaire, but
CEH, Greg.
No, you know who he's going to take.
well, with the offensive line, how do you go against Jonathan Taylor?
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
JTT.
Come on, Greg.
How do you go against? Look at that offensive line.
Because they said they drafted him to spell Mac.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, which will last about a week. And,
Yeah.
and when he's shot out of a cannon in the second quarter tomorrow,
Yeah.
he's going to become the
I'm
feature back.
I'm starting him.
You are.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know if I'd start him week 1, but
I am.
yeah,
I am.
you kinda
I
don't
drafted
have a
him to
choice,
be
so.
in my other league. I'm in so many leagues.
5 leagues.
5 money leagues.
When you got
6 with twist.
when you got Phillip Rivers, who can do a little play action, you got the offensive line that the Colts do.
I
Look at him. He's stealing our take. My take. The
I
Colts
understand.
take.
I'm high on the Colts. I get it.
Love the Colts.
But I still think Clyde is going to have a better career. You want to know why? Because
We didn't
he-
say career. Said who's going to better year?
Season.
season. That's going to build on the year.
You're like a typical Democrat. You don't like the answer, so you change the question.
Fucking Dem.
Now he's calling me a Democrat.
Wow. Luckily, you're riding with me and not him. Holy
But anyways,
smokes.
I think Clyde will have a better year, which will lead into a better career. He's on a better team with a younger quarterback, with a better core,
I think Jonathan.
and a better coach.
But there's only
at this point.
you can still only use one football.
Right.
So he's going to have to spread the wealth.
Did you not watch Thursday night?
Yeah, and I think that
Where was the wealth spread? Right in his
right,
in
yeah.
his hands.
I think
162 yards and a tutty.
Yeah, come on. And
It's-
he should have had more touchdowns. He got rejected. 3
Yeah,
times
because he's not a
of the
goal.
offensive
He's not a
line.
goal line
Well, it's
back.
because of the offensive line. When
But
you
he's
get met
no.
in
It's
the
because he's
backfield-
5. It's because he's 5'7".
When you get met in the backfield by his best buddy JJ Watt.
Justin James.
You know?
Justin James Watt.
Next question. I can't handle it.
So the best rookie running back is Jonathan Taylor, 100%. But the best season is CEH. I mean, he showed that against Clyde. 162 and a touchdown. I mean, Kareem Hunt showed it for the Chiefs. It's just that offense.
I honestly think, though, that you asked the question earlier, what was your takeaway from Thursday Night Football? It's how bad the Texans are going to be this year.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I think that Deshaun Watson right now is regretting signing that 4-year extension.
No, he understood that this year was going to be a wash.
Tevin, I'm cutting out the game this week. Let's get right to the border battle.
Ooh.
Wow. Cutting out the game.
So I don't need a pen?
So I don't need a pen.
All right, you know what time it is. It's NFL's back, week 1, kicking it off with a little border battle. And so we got to bring the skull chant.
Yes. Yes.
Just for you, GBG.
Yeah.
That doesn't make you just shart your pants a little bit, doesn't it, Greg?
Take that, you bitch.
Tell me that doesn't make you get a little saturation in your butt.
Hit that Nate Millions. Hey, YouTube, I got permission from Nate to play this on our show whenever I want.
Yeah, YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. I can play it whenever I want.
Go to the bone. To the bone. Purple rain in control. Remember when they tried to say that we would never blow? Now we the kings of the north. I be yelling skull to the bone. To the bone. Purple rain in control. Remember when they tried to say that we would never blow? Now we the kings of the north.
All right. God, I can't wait.
I hope people are watching this. 'Cause it's watching
Border battle, baby.
2 white guys trying to dance in chairs.
Let's go!
Buy or sell. Border battle edition. Well, Cook and Jones both rush for over 150 yards. Are you buying or are you selling?
Both each go over 150.
Do I need to read the fucking question again?
I'm selling.
God,
that.
typical Green Bay fan. Doesn't listen,
You're
can't
selling?
hear.
How come you're selling, Greg?
I don't think Aaron Jones is going to go over 150 yards.
Wow.
Because of the tandem.
Because he sucks.
I think that they're going to work in.
He's horrible.
Work in Williams. They're going to work in Dillon, and I think that Rodgers is more willing to throw the ball than Cousins is. They're going to feed Cook. Sinykin was saying, is Cook going to get 20 carries? He might get 30 carries tomorrow.
Because he's amazing. He's
No,
gonna.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm saying that right now. If
You think he's not, Greg?
If I had to
think
pick
he
one,
is.
if I had to pick one over the other to answer your question,
Yeah.
I think that Cook's more likely to get 150 rushing yards.
Sure.
Because I don't think they're going to ask.
It's no need to get all worked up about
They're not
it.
going to ask Aaron Jones.
God, it's just a
it's
buy
just
or
a
sell.
question,
You're
Greg.
selling. You're selling.
Selling.
I'm buying. I think that it will be a run heavy. If I am going to be placing a bet on the under for this game, just because I feel like both offenses in of itself, you got Kubiak and LaFleur. Kubiak's going to run the ball, smash offense. That's what's going to happen.
Mike?
I'm selling. I agree with Greg. I think Cook 150. I'd put money down on it right now. Madison. I think they're gonna play him. I love Madison.
Yeah.
He's a hell of a running back. That's why we drafted him so high. But yeah, I think you're a three-headed monster in Green Bay. Jones is gonna get fed the most. But it's going to be difficult for him to have an output like he did last season. So I'm selling.
Yeah.
Question number 2, buy or sell. Justin Jefferson will finish with over 100 yards receiving.
Sell.
I'd sell that too in week 1. No preseason games yet. I'd sell. I mean, ask me in 8 weeks. I think that's a safe buy. But week 1, I'm selling.
Yeah, I'm selling. I think that BC, if anybody's going to get yardage over Adam, BC will this week.
I'm gonna buy it.
Ooh,
I
like
think
that.
them. I think them putting. Zimmer's. He's shifty, man. I think BC beat him out.
Yeah.
And if you look at the statistics from last year with 3 wide receiver sets, they're very low for the Vikings. We don't do a lot of it.
Right.
But just because BC beat him out, we're gonna see a lot of JJ.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna see a lot of them.
Plenty.
And dude's dynamic.
Yeah.
He's a beast. So I wouldn't put it past him.
Don't forget about Irv.
Oh, Irv! I'm not forgetting about anybody.
Irv
I can't wait. When you make that cheese dip, can you tell Greg he can't have any? The cheesehead can't have the cheese dip tomorrow.
Oh, I know it's
Twist Nation, we are watching the game at my place tomorrow, and it's going to be lit.
Real quick, I'm going to give you this.
Yeah, give him the recipe.
I'm going to give you the best dip recipe. Okay, so you're going to use 2 pounds of hot Italian ground sausage. You're going to brown that up. You're going to put it in your crock pot. You're going to add a stick and a half of cream cheese.
Oh, God.
1 can of Rotel, and then you're going to strain a full jar of hot jalapenos.
Ooh.
Put that up in there. If you want, you can add some Velveeta. You don't need it because the cream cheese is all that you need. Boom. Get yourself some Frito scoops.
Ooh, the scoops.
The thick fucking...
You need the scoop.
The scoops, because that's how it doesn't break.
Yeah.
And you're set. That's all you need. It'll be gone before you know it. Make sure you put some in a Tupperware, otherwise you won't get any.
And Greg can't have any. Buy or sell question number 3. Yannick Ngakoue. How about that? How about that? Yannick Ngakoue. Yeah, will he get 2 sacks? Buy or sell?
Ngakoue.
Ngakoue.
No, not like guac. Yeah.
Ngakoue.
Yeah, there you go.
Ngakoue.
Not guacamole, but
Yeah.
gak.
Ngakoue.
Yeah.
Ngakoue.
I can see him getting 1.
I said it right the first
How
time.
many? How many sacks?
Buy or sell 2 sacks.
I'm selling. I say 1.
I'm going to sell. I think they double team him, but I think that we're going to have other guys that get in there. I think our defensive line will surprise us.
Fetty? Domino? What the hell's his name? I can't say that one right. You know who I'm talking about?
I'm not going to try to butcher his name.
It's a Fadi.
Efadi Adenabo. There it is, Tevin. Tevin, lighting me up. Let's go. Nobody is. I'm buying it. Yannick, 2 of them. He might have 2.5, 2.5.
YG. We could call him YG.
YG. Why not?
Oh, honey.
YG. Buy or sell. Green Bay will finish with 6 sacks.
No.
No. Wow.
6 sacks.
6 sacks in a game.
Yeah, with the statue, Kirk. Come on, you hate Kirk, man.
But I think that
He's not mobile.
Our offensive line sucks, right?
Yeah, but
we're horrible.
You just paid Dalvin Cook $62.5 million. They're going to give him the ball 40 times.
Oh, now it's 40.
Now it's 40. Here, come on.
Kirk Cousins might not even throw 6 passes. Might not drop in
3 sacks.
3 sacks. Oh, I'd go 4.
So 6 is so out of the realm of possibility.
No, I just said 6
For fuck's sake, Greg.
I'd go 4.
Okay.
I'm selling it. Your
Yeah,
team
I'm selling
sucks.
it too. Our offensive line, Brian O'Neill is going to be.
Your team's horrible.
Think he's not?
Oh, yeah.
Brian the Brick Wall O'Neill?
He's in the top 5.
Come on.
Top 5 of
PFF.
right tackles in the league.
PPF.
He's not?
He is.
Top 5.
Look at his grades.
Okay.
You'll see it tomorrow when it comes on the screen. I'll be like, Greg.
All right.
Then I'll say no dip.
Yeah, just because your dad has a piece of the Packers pie. Buy or sell question number 5. Cousins throws for more yards than Rodgers.
I'm buying.
That's a big sell.
I'm buying.
A big sell, but you're a big running team, Sinykin said. You're going to be running all over.
It's not going to take a lot to
I didn't
outthrow
say his Cousins better than Rodgers.
It's not going to take a lot to outthrow Cousins.
Greg, what was comparatively, what was Aaron Rodgers' stats to Kirk Cousins last season?
I don't know off the top of
Kirk
my head.
fucking takes the cake.
But you know
Kirk is the chosen one. He's number ocho. He's rising up. Captain Kirk.
And what does he? And what
Let's
does he
go!
do? And what does Kirk do when he plays against the Packers?
Fucking, he's gonna
Takes a dump.
You know what he says now? He grabs his dick and he says, "If I die, I die."
Yeah, he's badass.
Let's go! Oh, just play it right now.
The game?
Fucking play it right now. Let's go.
I think we gotta stop.
Call
and
up
give
Zim.
We gotta stop and give you a drug test real quick.
Woo!
No, he's good.
NFL, baby.
He's fired up.
Oh, border battle.
Border battle,
Week one.
buy or sell. That's all I got there.
You don't got any more?
Nope.
Oh, I'm juiced up.
There you are.
Next. Oh, look at
We got the cheap dropping F
Cheap
bombs.
fucking dropping F bombs
At
on the
you.
comments. Fuck you, Mike. Yeah,
At you.
That's right, Chief. Get involved. For all you watching right now, I see you guys watching. I can see how many are watching. Share it. Just share it right now while you're watching.
Smash
It's not gonna
the
take.
share.
It's not going to take you off this prime entertainment.
All it's going to do is let your friends in on the wonderfulness that you're experiencing.
Yeah, since all of you are too cheap to donate to us on what's it called, Tevin?
We're talking about Patreon, where you guys can go support the show.
Cheap
Helps,
fucks.
helps make the show a little bit better.
I think I'm the only Patreon that we have right now, and every month
You
I
are.
get tagged for $5.
I wonder where that money's going.
I don't
'cause
know
I
where
haven't,
it's going.
I haven't set anything up on our end, so Patreon's
Thanks
just getting
for sharing,
paid.
Anthony. I appreciate you.
Look at
That's
that.
what
Yeah,
it's all
see,
about.
there you
Like
go.
an
We
aqua.
can see when you're sharing. You know what, Chief?
Yeah.
You really hurt my feelings. I didn't say.
Oh,
I didn't
tough
say.
it up.
I didn't say fuck you, Chief.
Yeah.
I got nothing for support and love for you, and that's how you treat me.
Wow.
Wow.
Now my dad's sharing it.
Good.
Good, as you should, Chief.
Thanks, Chief. Share away. You know, if you keep sharing up, I'm gonna do a giveaway. I'm gonna get a twist shirt
Yeah.
made.
Well, that's
We're
what I was
gonna
going
do
to
a
say.
giveaway
With
here
this new
soon.
all access, I was figuring that the more people that share a post that we create,
Right.
and then like that post, they'll get entered into a drawing. We'll give away a turtle.
Yeah, we'll do a
We'll
giveaway.
even sign it with the silver Sharpie.
I'll autograph it.
So what are we doing right now, Tevin?
We are doing the fantasy football challenge.
Right. All right. So week 1, I am facing Tevin.
Yeah.
And Benz and GBG are squaring off. So I had Deshaun Watson, who already played.
Yeah.
Tevin had nobody go.
Imagine
So I have
that.
Deshaun Watson, CMC, Barkley, Devontae Adams, Julio, and Kittle.
Yep.
Tevin, who do you got?
My team, I'm rolling with Kyler Murray, Dalvin Cook, Joe Mixon, the best wide receiver in the league, Michael Thomas, Mike Evans, who's catching balls from Tom Brady, and then we got Mark Andrews, the tight end from Baltimore.
There you go. So you can see it up on the screen, Twist Nation. Benzie had 3 people going, as you can see. We are doing ESPN scoring. We are, again, playing for 10 weeks, so best record out of those 10 weeks.
And it is standard scoring. even
Standard
though it's
scoring.
not PPR, so
Oh, cry me a river.
that's all right.
So
that would
Ben's,
actually will probably benefit me.
yeah, Benz and GBG are going head to head,
Yeah.
and me and Tevin this week. So we will break that down next week
Yeah.
with the records. We're going to skip history, Tevin. We're going to go right into the next one.
All right, that means we are going to flex our elite football minds and hit you with the NFL pick'em.
Yeah. It's football time.
All right, here we go. This is how we're going to do this, folks. For those of you who are just new watchers to the show, didn't watch us last year, I'm going to pick 5 games every week against the spread. Now, we're always going to have the Vikings and the Packers. In this case, there's 4 other games, and then these guys. And the way I'm doing it is I'm picking the line against FanDuel's FanDuel's spread to keep it consistent throughout the year. So Jack Sharon, if you're watching, if you're listening, that's where I'm getting my lines from. So don't yell at me if I got something different than what you have.
Yeah.
So first game, here we go.
Boom.
Buccaneers plus 3.5 against the Saints.
What's that mean?
Okay, let me explain it real quick. So Saints,
Talk to me like I'm stupid.
Okay, so Matt, I'm sorry.
Yes.
The Saints.
I know the spreads. I'm the one that bets on sports.
The Saints.
You asked him this yesterday, though.
The Saints are 3.5 point favorites, which on the line it's going to show negative 3.5. So for those of you watching at home, take the final score of the game and then look at your team. If there's a plus, that means add that many points. If it's a minus, subtract that many points, and then you get your final.
Yeah.
So right now the Saints are 3.5 point favorites at home against Tommy's Buccaneers. Who you got?
Tampa Bay.
How many games you got?
I have 5 games.
Who you got?
You go.
Look at this.
Why do I gotta go?
Because I'm doing this.
I got a whole spread.
All right, so it's a tough game. Saints favored by 3.5.
Correct.
At
it's in New Orleans.
It's in New Orleans.
Okay. I am going to take the Saints.
Taking the Saints.
Yep, I'll take the Saints for that one.
Saints plus 3. I was going to take the
minus 3.
Yeah, so they got to beat them by 3.
3.5.
They got to beat them by more than a field goal.
Yeah. I was going to take the Bucks until Mike Evans is out.
Sure.
So speaking of, real quick, Tevin, you got Mike Evans on your fantasy team. So if he's out, you're going to have to think up a replacement out of the people that are already taken. You're going to have a fill-in. Okay. Whoever you want in the pool. So while we're going over our pick'ems, why don't you figure out which juicy guy you want to throw in against my squad, huh? All
right. I'll look at the waiver wire and I'll get back to you.
Awesome.
Deal.
Mike, who do you like?
I'm going to take the Saints, too. Like I said, I think Tom Brady, I got to see it before I can believe it. I am a believer.
Sure.
But without Mike Evans, I just got to go with the Saints, especially at home.
Yeah. I'm also taking the Saints. Next game, the Cardinals at the 49ers. 49ers minus 7.5. By the way, I'm going to do everything I can to always take the 0.5 because I hate pushes.
Yeah.
So
easy enough that I am going to take the Cardinals in this one since they're given 7.5 points.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of faith in that new revamp of it. And I need Kyler. Kyler has, if you look at last year's games when Kyler played against San Fran, he had his 2 best games of the season. So I am going to ride that hype through this year. I think he feels very comfortable in games where he's facing elite defenses because that's what gets him most amped up. So Cardinals.
Mike?
I'm going to go to the Niners.
Mike goes at the Niners. I'm going with the Cardinals as well.
I want the Cardinals. Bad.
Oh, yeah.
Next game, I picked this one just because I love the spread. The Browns at the Ravens.
Yeah.
Ravens are 8.5 point favorites.
Mm-hmm. So then I am also going to ride with the Browns in this one because I don't believe that the Ravens will beat them by more than a touchdown. I think it could get really out of hand really quick.
They could beat them by a touchdown.
I'm taking Baltimore.
I'm taking Baltimore too. I think that they're going to win by 2 touchdowns.
3 maybe.
Brilliant.
We might see the backup in. What the hell's his name? Robert Griffin. He's going to be playing like
3.
Yeah.
Next one, Cowboys at the Rams.
Low spread.
Cowboys at the Rams. 2.5 point favorites are the Cowboys.
Right. I will go with the Cowboys in this one.
Michael?
I'm going the boys.
As will I. Last game. Here it is. The border battle. Packers at the Vikings. The Vikings are 3.5 point favorites.
Write that shit down. School!
Michael? I'm gonna go Packers, really, for no other reason.
Oh my God, weird.
Imagine that. If you would have went this, I would have stabbed this pen through your eye.
You can't take our team.
Well, it seems like
Not this week.
Get your own team.
I got him.
All right.
It seems like every time these guys play against each other, the game ends in a field goal. So why wouldn't I take him at 3.5 point
That's
dogs?
Watch
By
when
the-
Captain
by the way,
Kirk
Mike,
just rubs his
Mike, don't worry
frickin'.
about it. I got it all here. I got
Oh, you're doing it.
I got the whole layout.
Oh, fuck.
Good for
You
you.
tell me that right after it's all over.
I was looking at what you're doing.
All right.
I'm a professional.
All right, so I don't have to ever
Alright.
keep track of it.
No.
You got it.
I'm under.
All right.
You got this under control.
That's
What
why.
are we doing?
That's why I gave it to you.
What's next?
A new segment. Would you rather?
Oh, I like that. I like that.
All right, so at my own show, we all have our own shows. What's yours, Matt?
My show is Benzie's Bit, and that airs on Friday on RTF Sports Network for now.
For now,
At 1 p.m.
Central.
Central.
Yep.
Brilliant.
And I think I'm Tuesdays.
Yes.
Mike on the mic and Greg.
Wednesdays, same time.
Yeah, Mike on the mic. You can find me at Got My Own Show.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, the good thing about Greg having his own show is all you drunken Scotties back home can sit down. He usually does his in evening time, so you're blacked out by that point, and you can really just dive into a lot of risque.
Yeah, Greg's is
You
so
think
part of
he's innocent on this show. Watch his own show.
part of my show that I added is I start the show with Would You Rather, and Benzie brought up he loves it and would like to implement. Hey, let's do a bracket one week and a Would You Rather. So I brought it.
Matt doesn't watch or listen to your show.
He
or
doesn't.
live.
He doesn't.
Yeah, I
he
do.
he caught a half a second of it
I
once
watch
because
it
it was
just
at the
enough
beginning.
to share it. All right.
So Twist Nation, this is a live interactive show. Why don't you put your answers in there, too? I don't really care what you have to say, but I just care what these idiots have to say. Would you rather be an average person in the present or a king of a large country 2,500 years ago?
Wow. I'm gonna go with.
So would you rather be Greg Green Bay Bauman or the king of,
2,500 years ago, now they're only living into their 40s. I'd be dead already. So
That's true.
I'm going living now.
See, I'm going to go with King back then. Not that I don't love the life that I live right now, but it's because you live until you're 40, but usually your royalty, in order to be a king, you grew up being raised by kings and queens, right?
Right.
Yeah. So your whole life is plush. You're living in these plush castles, So, yeah, I'm going to go with the king.
Oh, king all day.
Yeah.
The only way I'm doing it, though, is if I'm King Mike Reeves 1 and then my spawn. So, like,
Oh.
Parker Reeves.
no, they're all Mike Reeves.
Yeah.
All me.
Alexander the 17th.
Yeah. I want Mike Reeves 148, 2,500 years ago. I want there to be a lot of me. And I just want to be a king. Would you rather have all your clothes fit perfectly or have the most comfortable pillows, blankets, and sheets in existence?
I'm 6'4" and I weigh 190 pounds. I very rarely have clothes that fit. I want pillows.
Pillows.
I want
Remember on the
pillows.
Dan Patrick show?
Yeah.
Just checking in, 6'4",
Yep.
150 pounds. Ding!
190. But yeah,
Good for you,
I'm going
Greg.
pillows and sheets.
Pillows, sheets, and blankets.
Yeah, so I'm a husky fellow here, and nothing ever fits big because either it's too long for me, or it's too short, or it's too tight. But I spend large amounts of time in my bed.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
So
That's why you're husky.
Fuck you, Greg. Look at this motherfucker. I'm not even gonna rebuttal. 'Cause I could, Greg. I could, but I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Because I'm a good guy. All right, so I'm taking the betting.
We got a three-way going there at the betting. You just can't go wrong with comfy stuff in bed. So, would you rather move to a new city or town every week, or never be able to leave the city or town you were born in? So for Greg, this is easy. Get the fuck out of Washgosh, Bagosh, and fucking
Oshkosh, Pinosh,
First off, it's Waukesha.
Central,
whatever.
Catholic.
Probably gonna get another fuck you from the chief for that comment. Jesus.
No, so you're moving out, right?
I'm moving because usually
Every week.
Usually I wear on people after about a week.
So you're
I
a
can-
nomad. You're a nomad. So I lived the nomad lifestyle, right?
You did.
I literally was all over the map, constantly moving, and I never wanted to come back to my hometown, and I did. And it was the best thing I ever did. So I think staying home is just fine with me.
Yeah. I was born in Mankato, Mankato,
Horns
Minnesota.
up!
Yeah, Mavericks, baby. Yeah, I don't know. I do like the thing of leaving every single week.
Sure, I bet you do.
Later, bitches.
I was born in Milwaukee. I haven't been back to the actual city of Milwaukee.
All the way up
probably-
there?
Probably in 15 years.
Jesus, Milwaukee, man.
You know, it's just because you're
think-
basically living in hotels, and so
Yeah.
you know, I'm gonna stay home.
Yep.
I've traveled as well,
Yep.
and I'm just gonna stay home, hunker down.
Yep.
Would you rather? Oh, I love this one. Would you rather be completely insane and know that you are insane, or completely insane and believe you are sane?
God, I was going to say
Fuck you, Greg. First and foremost,
I wasn't
this
gonna-
is perfect
I wasn't
for
gonna-
Greg because he thinks he's sane and he's freaking Looney Tune.
Yeah.
So
No, I would if I'm going to be insane,
Yep.
I want to know I'm insane cuz then I can just fuck with people who don't know I'm insane.
no, see, that's something an insane person would say.
Exactly.
Brilliant. Yeah. So I wouldn't want to know that I'm insane. I'm good.
I'm with Greg.
Put
I
down the shovel, Greg.
I
He's
absolutely.
digging himself a deep hole. He's stepping on my cord too.
I absolutely would
give me
want
some
to
slack.
know that I'm insane,
I'm good.
because then you can justify your actions.
I'm good.
Exactly.
I'm good.
You know, why'd you do that? Because I'm fucking crazy.
Exactly. I
That's
mean,
why I did it.
you have a lawyer on retainer who already has your defense half
People
written.
that say
Yeah.
they're insane can't claim insanity.
Yeah, but my lawyer can for me. Would you rather travel the world for a year on a shoestring budget, or stay in only one country for a year but live in luxury?
What's shoestring?
enough
You're
to get
not-
by.
Yeah, nothing.
Well, I can get by on very little, Greg. So that's what I'm asking. We could gas and go all the way to California right now. You want to go?
Well, it's just enough to get by.
You want to go?
No,
All
I
right.
don't want to go to California.
Pass on that. That's all right.
I'm going to stay in the United States.
All right.
California is in the United States.
You ever seen this going on there
Oh,
politically?
see, here, an episode of GBG just
Yep.
dropping up right now.
Tune into GBG
Jeez.
every Wednesday at 1
So,
p.m. Central.
I would stay in the one country and live luxuriously because who doesn't want to live luxuriously?
Yeah.
100%.
Brilliant.
Would you rather suddenly be elected a senator or suddenly become a CEO of a major company? You won't have any knowledge any more than you do right now.
I was about to go
You
GB.
could easily be a senator because they don't do shit.
So senator, CEO, but you're walking in as Green Bay Greg.
I could probably bullshit people longer and be a senator for longer.
Insane.
Because after a while, when you're the CEO, when you're CEO, someone eventually is gonna want you to,
Sign this paper.
express your knowledge of the industry.
fuck
As
that.
a senator,
I'm gonna be the CEO, and I'm just anybody that questions me, I'm gonna say, "Do you know who the fuck I am? I don't do this shit. I have people that do it for me."
Yeah. How did you get up here?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Who let you up here? They're fired. Yeah.
CEO all day. Would you rather live in virtual reality where you are all powerful, or live in the real world and be able to go anywhere but not be able to interact with anyone or anything?
No, that's tough.
Yeah, that's a-
There's only a select few people I really want to
Sure.
talk to anyway.
Yeah.
The rest of them can fuck off.
Right.
So, but I'll go with the virtual.
yeah, I'll go with virtual too.
No, I'm a real person. I'll live in reality. Fucking fags.
There it is. I knew it. I knew it was coming. There it is. Take it back.
Damn it.
Mike is all about equality, and he loves everyone. So just keep that in mind. The 90s were hard on Mike.
Oh,
all right?
man.
Next.
Would you rather have whatever you are thinking to appear above your head for everyone to see?
Hell
No,
no.
not for you.
Whatever the other one is.
Yeah.
Or have absolutely everything you do live stream for anyone to see?
already
Oh, I can do
Yeah,
that. I would do that. I do not want people to know what I'm thinking.
Ping! Oh, 100%. Live stream me because then you can fake it.
You
Yeah.
should have just went with the thing above your head of every thought because you say everything you think. And
I
that's how
bet-
it gets us
Yeah,
into
you
the
really
doc.
don't
I
have
do.
an internal monologue.
Jesus.
I don't.
Man, think
Would,
it doesn't?
would you rather wake up as a new random person every year and have full control of them for the whole year?
Kind of like Quantum Leap.
Oh,
Yeah, but for a
Never
full
seen it.
year,
Okay.
great show.
Really?
Used to love that
it's
show.
a show?
It was.
Back in the 90s.
Or once a week, spend a day inside someone else without having any control of them.
No, I want
Yeah,
a
I'm
once
gonna-
a year
I'm a
new
control.
person. Yeah.
We're all control freaks.
Yeah.
Because what about that one week you get inside Green Bay Greg's crazy ass and you're just sitting there like,
I gotta watch this shit. Yeah,
And you're just Green Bay Greg, and you can't do anything
That'd
about
be
it.
the worst.
That would be the worst week of my life
Just intaking extreme amounts
of food.
yeah.
I mean, I can eat a lot, but then the pictures he sends me, it's like I got full.
It's not
the other
good.
day looking at what you
It's
made.
not good.
It was awesome.
No.
Last one. Would you rather live until you are 200, but look like you are 200 the whole time, even though you are healthy?
Sure.
Or look like you are 25 all the way till you die at 65?
Ooh,
At 65, that's when I retire, man.
Yeah,
That's
but you're dead.
shitty.
yeah.
Well, you could live till you're 200.
Yeah, I'll live till I'm 200. I'm all right with that.
If I
I'll
was-
be that creepy old dude.
If I was your age, Matt, I'd probably go with the look 25 and live to be 65 to get a lot of life ahead of you. I mean, I'm knocking on that door.
Knocking on that 65. My whole thing with this too, and I touched on this when I first read it, is it says 200, but you look like you're 200 the whole time.
Right.
So I questioned it when I'm born
Yeah.
at 1
Yeah.
or 0.
You look 200.
I look 200.
And what
So
does
for
200
200
look
years,
like?
well, I've seen what 100 looks like. It doesn't look very good, Greg.
So it's twice.
And you're
that?
about half to 100, and you don't look very good. So I question it. So I'm going to take good looks for a shorter amount of time. And I'm going to take good looks, for that. Yeah, man, 25 till 65.
Greg's fucking old.
I'm not going to look like I'm 200 for 200 years. You're never going to get laid.
Plastic
Ever.
surgery, dude.
You can't do
No,
it. There's no
why?
plastic surgery.
You can't change
There's
the
no-
rules in this.
There's no fine
Yeah.
print.
No, there's no
Play the
rule
game.
changing.
I
That's
said
that's
200.
it.
Quit
I
being
said
a bitch.
200.
I'm glad we got into would
Greg's
you
cussing.
rather.
Greg's fucking cussing over here. Next. What do we got next, Evan?
Audio Jungle.
The listeners might have missed what goes on during the week with their work schedules and whatnot, so we're going to hit you with a little twist headlines to catch you up.
Yeah, let's do some headlines here, huh? Let's do some. Alvin Kamara, New Orleans Saints agreed to a 5-year extension. The extension is for $75 million in new money, bringing the total value of Kamara's contract to $77.133 million and includes $34.3 million guaranteed. Then let's go back here because this is all headlines that happened today.
Yeah.
Vikings reached deal with Dalvin Cook on 5-year, $63 million contract.
Doo-doo.
The deal includes $15.5 million signing bonus and $28.2 million in guaranteed money. So with $15.5 million signing bonus, what's the first thing you buy?
A hooker.
Brilliant. All right. Good for you. Next, Buccaneers GM says Tom Brady's arm appears stronger than last year. One thing that strikes me is that he doesn't look like he's any older. Actually, his arm looks stronger than what we saw last year on tape, says Jason Lick, the GM. What a take.
Yeah. What is he gonna say?
Ohio State guard Wyatt Davis, projected first rounder in the NFL, opts out. He stated, I should be in the middle of preparing for our game this week. Instead, due to the events of 2020, I spent the last weeks with my family and coaching staff trying to determine my future. On one hand, playing at the Ohio State has been an experience of a lifetime. On the other hand, my childhood dream is to play in the NFL. Head coach Kevin Stefanski says he'll handle play calling for the Browns in week 1. Stefanski decided to handle play calling instead of giving the task to offensive coordinator Alex Van Pelt. You know what that says to me, boys?
Is that Scott's son?
It's got to be.
Yeah.
You know what that says to me?
What does it say?
It says it's chubby time. That's what it says. Because
Feed it.
Stefanski is going to pound.
Yeah. I
Feed
can't
it.
believe they extended Hunt.
Hunt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying now.
Yeah, that pissed me
K,
off.
K Hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cream Hunt.
K Hunt. Yeah.
Hunt.
Yeah. Houston Rockets say Mike D'Antoni says they lost their way in Game 4 defeat. Houston Rockets
that.
coach offered a simple explanation for his team's terrible performance. Terrible! Through 3
Terrible.
and a half quarters of Thursday's 110-100
loss.
No more Sour Patch Kids for him on the
He
way.
said, just a lack of spirit. It seems like we got down, we lost our way a little bit.
The only thing missing from that headline is them saying in his farewell interview.
No, he ain't going nowhere. He's sitting tight. Mookie Betts starts at second base for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Mookie!
Thursday's finale put Mookie in the first start at second base since he played 14 games there with the Red Sox in 2014.
Nice.
Brilliant.
What's your headline of the week? Are you there yet?
One more after this.
All right.
New England Patriots give cornerback Stephen Gilmore $5 million raise. When do I get my raise?
Because he's the only defensive player.
Headline of the week, baby!
Yeah.
Do you believe the allegations regarding Odell's feces fetish are true? Greg?
Yeah, let's start with you, Greg.
Oh, first let me give you the quote.
Yeah, let's hear it. What is this feces fetish you speak of?
This woman, I'm being polite. This woman was on a podcast where she stated,
Right.
Oh, yeah, okay, yes. He loves to be shitted on. This is how I got flown out. He said, take a picture of you taking a shit. And I was like, all right. I took a whole video, bitch. What you want? That and end of quote.
That's what she said. What
That's
you want?
quoted. Yeah.
What you want?
True or false?
Greg.
I couldn't care less.
Oh, great cop out, Greg. Way to freaking really get into it. Way to get into it, Greg.
You want some paper?
No, I'm good. So I believe that it's not true. I believe it's a cash grab. I believe that he might be into some crazy shit, but I don't think that that's one of them. I think if anything, no, I'm not buying it.
Okay.
Here you go.
Oh, wow, you're going to come back.
If you're doing the right thing in quarantine, all this type of crap doesn't come up associated with your name.
Why? He's been very out of the news. For Odell,
Hey,
he's been way out of
there's some freaky motherfuckers out there.
R. Kelly.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say, Twist Nation, that he likes to get shit on. I personally would never let a female shit on me.
Not even like
ever.
All right, now we're getting yeah.
Megan Fox could shit all over me. I would eat Megan Fox's shit shake if she asked me to. All right, let's end the show with GBG's final thought.
Let's hear it, Greg. After that, is it on Odell?
No.
Okay.
In the first quarter of the game on Thursday night, Deshaun Watson was running out of bounds and ran off into the sidelines, onto the Kansas City Chiefs sidelines, and ended up, in kind of lighthearted move, sat next to Patrick Mahomes during the game, and they pat each other. They had a good laugh about it. But I think what that can show is whether you're doing a podcast where you're doing a border battle show with Packer fans and Viking fans, or you're part of two different teams or whatever the case is, what we really need to do is stop letting the media create dissension where there's not.
Right.
These guys, we don't hate each other.
Right.
These guys on the football field don't hate each other. Just like, I don't know about you guys, but I personally do not believe that every white person in America is racist, and I do not believe that every black person in America hates white people. I think that the numbers of those people are so minuscule that if it would be ignored instead of promoted, we would all do, most of us, 99.9% of us already do, and that's just get along with each other and not feed into all of this bullshit.
Right.
That's all I got.
Good shit.
Hell yeah. Let's hit that D McCash.
Skull! Vikes!
Episode 39 in the books. Football is back, baby. Thank you for tuning in. You can find us on twistsportstalk.com. Greg and I will see you for a new show, episode 40, next Thursday.
We talking sports with a twist, no script. Legends coming through on the guest list. TC, Minnesota, land of the lakes. Boo, Green Bay. That's all I gotta say. Yelling skull with the woes.